Very much for joining in on this session. It's Nigeria away at Guinea Bissau, and I'm looking at how the Eagles should start on the ninth. The first leg ended 1-0 in favor of Guinea Bissau, and it will be disrespectful for the Super Eagles to think about just goal scoring and not think about how to defend in the second game. Now, you could see Kenneth Omero comes in for Cabin Bassi here. Apoguma is injured. Even if he wasn't injured, I think Ajayi did a good job in the last game. And shoe partner Omero. Omero is highly experienced, especially when it comes to African football. He's a former Africa Cup of Nations winner. And for me, Bassi is not, an out-and-out centre back. For me, he does well as a wing back or when you're playing back three in defense. And Bright Osai, keeps his place. He was, almost one of the best player for Nigeria in the first leg. Indeed, he should keep his place because we don't have much option in the defensive midfield role. And I have Bright Onyeka here because like I said at the beginning, it will be suicidal to think about goal scoring and not think about how to defend. And Onyeka offers more options defensively, and he also goes forward. He can work a lot right here. Because he's a workaholic player, can win the ball, and all the likes of it, and can also offer something going forward. And for Alex Iwobi, I think this should be his place right behind the strikers. Indeed, he got an opportunity, in the first leg. He was more offensive than Iwobi. I don't know if it was, the right instruction from the coaches or something, but when you have an Iwobi in the team, indeed, he should not be the one in that offensive, more offensive position. It should be Iwobi. And, Moses Simon, why he will be starting probably ahead of Lukman or Samuel Chukwueze is as much as Moses offers something going forward, he also offers a lot defensively. He could also play as a left back or something. But so when you have a Moses Simon, when Kevin Bassi will almost go forward, Moses will offer, support when they need to chase down, opponents. And up front, I think this should be the pairing up front: Victor Osimhen and Terence Murphy. I mean, Murphy is a cool, calm finisher, and for me, he's the best finisher we have in the Super Eagles right now. Even ahead of Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen is a more workaholic machine. But Murphy is calm, cool when in front of goal. If you've seen a lot of those goals in the French Ligue 1, you will, attest to what I'm saying. So he will benefit more, playing off the shoulders of Victor Osimhen. But what I know he doesn't offer is pressing. He doesn't press so much because he's not as workaholic as Victor Osimhen. But one thing is guaranteed: if the Eagles play this way, they are likely not to concede. They will be solid defensively. With Onyeka coming in with Ndidi, more defensive, solidity. Omero and Ajayi, more defensive solidity. And with Bassi and Bright, you have the option of players, pushing forward, and there are crosses into the middle, right crosses, not those, a ballooned ball off front, right crosses, chest level, or at the height of Victor Osimhen, and you see a lot of goals. And going forward, we have more options. Victor Moses, Moses Simon, Bright Osai. If they attack from the right, Osai, probably with the ball, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and options, and probably Bassi tucking in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, options, and with this one can even come in to score. You have 6 options to put the ball in the net. You're probably going to score. And don't forget, while you attack, you must also think about the defense. And for me, the rest defense should be this way. I mean, not to be flat, but at least 3 at the back. Didi following closely by Omero and Ajayi. So in doing this, you are sure you'll be able to defend against a Guinea-Bissau ranked 118th in the world. Though I know football is not played on the pages of newspaper, and Omero offers option defensively in that he can easily cover for Ajayi when those long balls are thrown in behind. There will be a lot of long balls targeting Bassi and Bright. And if those long balls come in, let's say these guys are up here, you can have Onyeka, tucking in for him. And, if the balls are played here, you can have both Bassi and Moses chasing, back to cover up. So I think if the Eagles can play this way, one thing I can guarantee you is that they won't concede. I mean, except there is, one moment of madness or something, but there will be defensive solidity here, and they'll be able to protect the goalkeeper, more. And you must have noticed that Samuel Chukwueze is not in the starting lineup. I think it will be disrespectful to put out all those goal scoring machines in the first half. With these guys, you are still guaranteed a goal or more, in the first half. Then in the second half, when you need better option, you have Samuel Chukwueze, you have Ademola Lookman, you have Paul Onoachu. These are three options that can still get you goals. But I will advise that Paul should never play alongside Victor Osimhen up front. If you're bringing in Paul, then Victor should be going out. But if probably the Eagles are down by maybe a goal or something, and you need you need a crash program, make sure, that's when you can have maybe Paul Onacho and Victor Osimhen, unlike what we had in the first leg where there was panicking from the bench. The coaches brought in Paul immediately after the first half. I don't think that should happen. So the Eagles can play this way with the option of Chukwueze and Lookman on the bench, and with other players like Ahmed Musa and the likes of them. I think we have a better chance of winning in this encounter.